So I will more probably prefer one-to-one or question answer open discussion. I have few slides and I'll share those and just to give them glance. Okay, let me open the cam. This is the cam. Okay, here it is. Am I visible?
Yes.
Red hat also there.
1 second.
Which side it went? Okay, let's do this. Is it clear?
Let me 1 second pin you. Let me pin you.
Yeah,
Add
sure.
pin.
You can see.
Oh, red hat. Huh? Red hat is behind you.
Yeah, there is a red hat and my hat.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yes. It is nice. It is nice.
Okay, just hold on. I will come again on video. Just pin me. I'll do something. Screen sharing plus something. Okay. And then I think people are trying to join now, right? Okay, good to go. So I'll come.
Your
We have
voice is
four.
very less. Yeah. Can you
Okay,
please
hold
put
on.
the mic?
I will do.
Be
Now
true.
is fine. Now is
Yeah.
fine.
No. Now it is fine.
Okay,
Yeah. Sometimes
clear.
it gets
Actually,
less.
the mic slipped to the back side, so I just adjusted it. Now I think I am audible, right? Okay, let me put on the camera. Now is fine.
Yeah. Better. Yes.
Okay, and I can share the presentation later or now?
You can try once.
Okay, I'll try once. Where it is the option. Request permission to record, chat, request record, reaction, reactions, play, invite, copy, share screen, right? Okay, hold on. This one. I have whiteboard also. I'll and this one. You see?
Yes. I can see.
It's full screen or only the presentation?
I can see. Can you go next slide?
Okay, just hold on. Now is just presentation or full screen?
No, it is presentation.
Okay, fine. I'll go next presentation. Now?
I can see.
Okay, good. Good to go. So I should keep this or stop sharing?
You can stop sharing. I will introduce yourself, introduce
Okay,
you, and
fine.
then. But your
Better.
introduction, you have written only one line. Can you just put on WhatsApp your 2 lines of introduction that I can use to introduce
LinkedIn
you?
profile is not better. LinkedIn profile I can share.
You can no, but I need to talk about you. So what should I just? Can you write 2 sentences on WhatsApp, or let me
Okay, I'll
one
give
second.
you. I will
Just
give
give me two
you.
sentences on WhatsApp. No, I will use
Okay,
that
sure.
only because
Sure.
you have written.
So
You have written.
I'll give you two sentences. 30 years
Amir
back.
Akbar. You have written teacher, mentor, engineer with domain expertise in telecom.
Yeah. That's
That is enough. How much experience total? Just
yeah.
tell me that.
30 years. 30 years.
How much? 30?
Yeah. I started in 95.
Oh my God. Oh, you look
Uh,
young.
Alhamdulillah. Playing. I just actually I started enjoying and playing, and I take this as a play tool since a long time. Playing with
You,
technology.
you look
Okay.
younger than me also.
Alhamdulillah. If everyone is happy with himself, then he will look younger. So we should be contentful, and
Yes.
then inner self will be happy. Then you will get more and more ideas and more things.
See, don't worry about the
And
number of people who are joining.
no,
Huh?
it's okay. I'm
People
not
will see
counting
the
them.
recording.
Yes, okay.
People will see recording, and this also is there. Okay, I will use this also. Okay, cool.
Yeah, sure. It's enough or
Uh,
more?
yeah, fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, good. Good to go.
Vaji, can you hear us? How are you? Can you put on the comment?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry, I'm mute because my kids are, surrounding me in the kitchen asking for milk. So I'm mute.
Uh,
I hope you guys don't mind.
yes. So, Vaji, so Amir is very much experienced. He's working in DU for a long time, and today he's
Yeah,
going to talk about an
yeah.
so what we are trying to do is also try to get industry perspective of different domains, sharing their because it's very important for every one of us to understand. It is not domain is very important. Telco and specifically a telco is like too much.
Well, I agree with that. Actually, what I'm more interested because it says IoT and it says telecom data. I've never been into telecom data, so I'm more interested how those things work. Maybe we can explain a few things to us. I think maybe along the way we'll also ask some questions. How data is handled, how big a data they actually process on a daily basis, if that makes sense. I assume this is going to be technical in that term.
Yeah, sure.
Huh?
Arshad, you will handle the questions and other things, right? I have to present.
Yes. I will take the question. So I will tell you the for people who are joining in, I will just tell some ground rules is once I start the session, I will put everyone on mute for at least 30 minutes or 20 minutes till when Amir is presenting. You can use the chat for your questions and then you can even raise your hands and then I will unmute you. And after 30 minutes, I will keep the mic open. After 30 minutes, anyone can unmute and speak and share their thoughts. So for the first 30 minutes, this we are going to maintain because people join with their mics open and it becomes disturbing, right, Amir?
Yes, right. Yeah,
We will
because
start in
then
2-3 minutes. We'll start in let people join in.
Mhm.
So Amir, Vaji had given a very good talk in our community about optimizing algorithms. I think
mashallah.
you did not join. Maybe you are busy that day,
I
but
have been in this field once I was doing theory of automation, theory of computing, and optimizing the algorithm from mathematics point of view. That how can you efficient, like suppose you have two algorithms for sorting, different approaches. So which one is efficient? You don't know. So you have to calculate it. So theory of automation, theory of computation gives you the idea.
mm, it was a very good session, and that's why I made it available on YouTube because it is very
Okay.
important. People don't give importance to optimization algorithms. There is where all the the one saving of one cycle is
Yes.
a lot of money when you calculate everything, right?
Energy.
Cool. So I think we will start in 1 minute. Let me.
Yeah, sure.
I think yeah, we will start off. There are already 9 people. People will join in. So let me keep your mic unmuted, huh? So I can just keep your mic unmuted. Cool. So welcome everyone to an amazing talk that is happening about industrialization 4.0 and IoT with AI and data. Just before this, we were discussing how important IoT and specifically with the bulk of data and edge devices that are coming up, how we can understand the this whole ecosystem. And for that, we have engineer Amir. He is a part of our community for a long time. He has been active in a lot of talks and everything. And I requested him to share his knowledge because he has been in the telco space for a long time. His journey started 30 years back when he started playing with technology. He's as a teacher, he's a mentor, he's an engineer with a huge domain experience in telecom, and right now he's working in DU. So not wasting any of the time, over to you, Amir, and thanks for joining and sharing your thoughts with the community.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone. Arshad, thanks for giving me the chance and the community to come to show I have total due diligence and I respect all of you. And obviously, I should introduce myself. My name is Amir Akbar, and I have been studying the environment, the humans since long time. It's been 40 years. In 30 years, I started the step in technology. In that time, just like you have heard software and you have heard hardware, the term was coined as netware. That network will connect hardware and softwares to each other. So I step in this netware. So at that time, the pioneer company was Novel. If you can search Novel Netware, you will find maybe on Wikipedia or somewhere that they were the pioneers. So I worked on those. There were multiple topologies. They examined, they shared the technology, starting from the bus topology, then star topology, then different mesh topology. Now we are in Wi-Fi topology, and next coming is Li-Fi topology using the light. So they used the copper initially, then they moved to radio frequencies, then they moved to now light, because light is everywhere. So coming to my intro, so I step in like this way. So it was just fun and play and like this. So I started exploring different things. At that times, Linux, Solaris, and DOS was there. Microsoft introduced DOS, disk operating system. So then after that, DDoS attack and other things come. So DOS was disk operating system. So that was operated from floppy. You don't have hard disk, you don't have Windows, anything. It was just commands and some languages and some programming done. Like if I example you, GW Basic is somebody, a Fortran or COBOL and like that. So we used to have a floppy, the initially big size floppy, 5.2 inches. Then it was a 3.5 inches small floppy with the closed disk, because earlier was flexible but not reliable, then reliable, then hard disk and all things. This is how, so our initial starting communication was that we share data over the floppy. I go to Arshad, suppose he was with me, I have to physically go to him. I have to hand over the floppy to him that this is my program, this is my data, you use it. So that's where we started the communication. So at the same time, we came the netware. So netware was bus topology, the cable, the cable TV is there, not the satellite or IPTV, the cable TV. So that cable was used to tap the computer. So multiple problems and multiple challenges were there. So why I'm telling you this story to give you a hint. So how technology evolved, telecom and IT and AI. So if one in between computer lost its cable connection or anything, all the means just like train, if train engine is going and the one of the boxes in between them slips, then the rest of the behind boxes slips. So that was the one of the limitation in bus topology. Then came the star topology, that you can connect everyone to the server directly, star wise, and everyone is happy. If anyone goes down, it's okay. Then came the wireless technology, then Wi-Fi, then this all evolution. You can check more of it on the internet. So at that time, newly introduced was the communication system through the netware. Like before telephone, there was the
Amir, are you
postal.
sharing your screen? Sorry, are you sharing your
I,
screen? Not yet.
I just clicked now because it was I missed it.
Okay.
So okay, can you see me? See the screen?
Yes, we can see. And your voice, can you just put the mic a little bit near if possible?
Okay,
Yeah.
and now it's
Now
fine.
it's
Yeah.
better. Yes. Thank
Okay,
you.
okay. Welcome. So this is how the thing started. So this was the origin, like a starting point, where the postal system was to communicate message from one person to another through the stamps and letters and like this. So then telephone came to picture, and that was through the netware. So behind the cable connection, it was again the computer. If you, in simple layman terms, of course, if you keep going, it will be big exchanges, big things. But to keep it simple, it was computer connected to computer with the cable, and the message was flowing. So no need for the postal system. So that expanded from one place to other. Then you can call, you can chat, you can send email like this. So this is how telecom evolved. So my today's focus is industrialization 4.0. So coming to near to this 4.0, so then comes the into picture the mobile communication, wireless communication without the wire, because wire was limited. You cannot move phone from one room to other, one place to other. Then in that time it came the idea of cells. Cells are hexagonal things, just like if you're seeing honeycomb. So it's hexagonal, made by honey, but the honeybee keeps flying. How do it know that where to go? Where is my comb? If there are 10 combs, how will she identify her home? So that was through their antennas, and that was through the communication, that wave between honey worker bee and the queen bee. So that idea was taken from there, and that came with the RF frequencies. So as you can see, the signal is approaching your home,
Which
and
slide are
you
you
can
showing right now, Amir? Sorry, it
uh,
is showing the first slide, past
uh,
origin.
no, it's a past origin. Okay.
Okay, okay, cool, cool.
Yes, I'm going to the next point now, but I just wanted to give the brief overview. Okay, so just the background, the origin and the background. So this signal is then transferred to the everyone, so everyone can talk to every other person on the call. This is how the mobile came into picture. So again, the concept was same. The netware and the computers were connecting each other, but end point was wireless. Even the tower to tower communication was a microwave, that was also made wireless. Then came the era where fiber optic was invented for speed and light speed like this. So they use wherever possible the fiber optic, the big cable, small cable, even micro cable, and fiber to home. These all things came. So, and behind this all was the centralized computer. So if I show you, one second, you can see my this screen. So it's I mentioned the second point here. The strategy was named as Operation 300 billion because its ultimate goal. How can Arshad, how can I remove this? Uh, how can I show my presentation to the top? Okay, just hold. I got it.
Yeah, you can just do
Yeah.
next.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the point and the second point I mentioned is Operation 300 billion because its ultimate goal is raising industrialization sector contribution to the GDP of 133 billion, raising it to 300 billion by 2031. I took this statement from the UAE government, and they have this target of 300 billion by 2031. This is their industrialization target. It includes every common man, it includes every industry. And I will give you some examples. Just I will move to the next slide. So these slides I took from the open day of Telco Day, which me Arshad went. I put the red hat at the back. So they gave us some presentation. So these were some glimpses of it. So the first slide I'm showing you is what critical things will potentially define our future. So the presenter told that it's trust, the truth, ethics, empathy, and values. These are the main things where focus is. Where is technology coming in this? Okay, I'll show you the way. And the Red Hat CEO was giving this statement there. I'm not trying to predict the future of technology, but I think this is a safe prediction. AI won't be built in a single AI won't be built by a single vendor. It isn't going to revolve around a single model. Your choice of where to run AI will be everywhere and is going to be based on open source. This is the statement given by the CEO of Red Hat. And secondly, I want to share this point here. The third slide where and there are different sectors which they have identified. I'll give you the overview through my words, but I want to show, I'll share you these slides also, but I just want to show you their thinking or what is the future coming up. Then we have AI jobs where we are looking, most of us are looking forward. So they mentioned the AI architect job, a cross-company cybersecurity license, machine learning engineer, AI ethics, visualization engineer, cloud data engineer, AI virtual journey builder, and AI research scientist. In one of the slides, he mentioned the creator and the teacher and mentor. Okay, so that's what me and Arshad learned from there. So this is a future where they are predicting. So where we are now, let's see a bird overview. Suppose we are in the enterprise level and we have multiple customer connected with respect to telco. Okay, so as far as we go the farther, that's the far edge. So there it's called the IoT, and the IT and OT comes together, IoT. Okay, it's okay. If you have any question, you can hold or you can type, and most probably it will be answered. If it's not answered, we will take it. So from there, so the core is enterprise where they are providing the service with the servers. Everyone cannot bear a big GPU or big CPU or everywhere. So they have small things like you want to put on the AC or put off the AC, or you want to put on the car on engine and it could have the AC on. So how can you do? You can do this path. You can use the mobile in the coverage area, and your vehicle is connected again through the SIM to the another tower, and it will communicate through the different levels like far edge, near edge. These are different levels. I can deep dive this next session, but right now I'm giving you the overview, or we can discuss on top of it if you have any thing. So what they are naming here is this boundary is for edge, this boundary is for the core, and this is for the enterprise, and everyone is taking the part in it. Everyone is playing the part in it. One second, third, level by level, and that is how they're contributing again to the society. That's how the cycle is moving, the vehicle is moving of life, of journey and things. Okay, so the second point, if you see here, are the sensors and affiliates. Sensor is sensing the data, like suppose you have nowadays a GPS sensor in the mobile, also GPS sensor in the uh, car also. So Google is taking that data and giving the way and the path and the route where to lead to your destination. Uh, then there are telemetry events, telemetry and the events and the operational data and the journal information. This comes the second layer. So first you have to define the devices. Secondly, you have to define what data it will carry. And thirdly, you have to define what techniques you have to do. You have to do coding, configuration, master the data, machine learning models which you will use, control and commands which you will use. So like this, it keeps on evolving. So I'm giving you, why I'm giving you this overview, so you have an idea how the plans work, how the things are given to the audience, so they can comprehend it. If you deep dive each and everything, so each and every point needs another one session for each. So I'm just giving you holistic or bird overview. So if I move to the next slide. So this was a slide I was most interested. Arshad and me were sitting together and thinking. So this how you perceive the future. If you see back, or if I see my history, my ancestor came to Dubai 50 years back. So it was like hot, like this, the orange picture, and the green you see now. So what happened in between? It was construction everywhere. It was greenery everywhere. Water was brought everywhere. Sand was replaced with soil. And now everyone is seeing the roads, the infrastructure, the communication, and each and everything. So the farther you can see inside the future, the farther you can go outside in your life. So this is the message I want to communicate and convey. And this how the technology evolved. So I have given my thoughts over it. You can I can go back and front, forth and forward among these, because I want to keep it simple. I don't want to keep you complex and detail oriented. If you have any question, I can answer one by one. So you have to see your future. Like I gave you my example, I started 30 years back journey in novel netwear. So then Siemens, then Huawei came, then I went to Etisalat and do and like this. So multiple projects, like I did one project for autonomous cars, and we are now doing projects with agri-tech companies. So I can share that links with you. That's in public also. So like this, things are evolving, moving, and going forward. So our main agenda was industrialization 4.0. I gave you the statement from the government. I've given you idea. AI and data, Arshad can give you the core crux, but I can tell you how and what and how the telco is playing the role. This telco is giving the infrastructure where you can move your vehicle, your data, your information from here to your end. Like I gave you example of the car starting. So car is somewhere else, you are somewhere else, or maybe in a refrigerator in the home is you want to or maybe AC you left open in your bedroom and you want to put it off. You can do it through IoT. I can guide you, I can help you with that. And using your own Wi-Fi, you don't have to do anything. It's so simple and so easy. You will find it that I have should not have missed it before, but its time is now. Yeah, I'm open for discussion. Then we can have question answers like this. Please, Arshad, over to you.
Yes, thank you. So your slides are over?
Yeah, slides are that much. I want to keep it simple. I don't want to
that's
go
fine.
complex and deep, because it depends on the whole audience. It's not for the group
That
of
is
audience.
fine. So can you see the chat yourself? There are some questions like,
Yeah,
can you see the chat from starting from Narendra?
Okay, I'll start from top. Okay.
Narendra Singh, and then
There were meeting notes by read.ai. Then hi Vaji. Then thanks for joining. I'll keep your question. Okay. Welcome Shafiq. Then welcome. Then welcome. Great insight on telco day by Arshad. Then encourage to ask question. Then Narendra Singh. Okay, I got it. How can we ensure the data collected by IoT sensors accurate and reliable, especially in industries like healthcare? That's nice question. And okay, let me try to answer this. In my capacity and knowledge, I am not the ultimate thing. We are collectively one community. That's why I put the bag here, red hat. That's the open. I want to share you one thing before going into Narendra's question. There are two kind of operating systems. One is non-AI based and one is AI based operating system. Till now, we have been doing it on software base, not the operating system base, if you have heard operating system. So Red Hat has announced operating system AI that will embed the AI inside operating system. So you don't have to deploy the AI in everywhere. you have to work on your APIs, calling them and things like that. So coming to the point, we can deep dive into that question. How can we ensure the data collected by IoT sensors is accurate and reliable? Again, I want to ask Narinder if he can unmute his mic, that which type of data he is taken in the picture. In if I take one sample, so suppose it's like temperature. Okay, so temperature is measured by the thermostat. Nowadays we have uh, heat sensor thermostats, right? If I go to hospital, I don't have to touch, nobody has to touch me. There is a camera there and there is a thermostat there. You have to stand in front of it. It will give you your face with the temperature, that how much is the temperature. So that's the healthcare. Am I right, Arshad and Narinder?
Yeah, so Narendra, if you want to raise your hand, we do that. Yes, healthcare, there are a lot of data, so he has to be a little specific, but
Yeah, this is one of the examples, IoT
yeah, yeah,
sensor. This is the sensor. The sensor is sensing the data through the thermal wave. Okay, you are in front of, you are in the hospital or in the ambulance, and the your thermal sensor is sensing your data. So that's already accurate as for as I know. So that data has to be transferred to the doctor so he can advise the thing. So that's where our part plays. The IoT sensor is already there, it's accurate and reliable in this sense, and it's transmitting the data to the system, and that is eventually sent to the doctor. So you don't need to go to nurse or anywhere, and the doctor will wait for nurse to capture
yeah.
your temperature, then he can decide, or you can move further, right, Arshad?
Yes, I just want to tell one more point
Yeah,
because
please go ahead.
one of my friends is also working in this space. Uh, uh, right now, you are seeing a lot of AI and boom that is happening right now. Currently, everyone is talking about Chat GPT, LLMs. Medical field has to be very careful. They do research, specifically healthcare, IoT data. They are doing a lot of things because from the Wi-Fi signals, you can also detect a lot of human movement, fall detection, and a lot of things that are happening. And companies are doing research for this for the last 3-4 years. Still they don't get the approval to come public because, as you said, right, in we have to be accurate in health.
Yes.
You have to be 99% sure, not like Chat GPT where 50% of the time you have wrong output. In healthcare it has to be 90. That's why they do multiple testing research. And he is working on this project, the one that I said, fall detection for old people using the Wi-Fi signal, Wi-Fi enabled uh, devices. But it is not public. People don't talk about it so much because it is not commercialized and not a marketing hype. But a lot of research goes into this work, and lot of proper data science and you can say accuracy is a very, very important factor in these things. So they make sure that the data is accurate. That is why you will see healthcare is a very matured market. Healthcare, pharmacy, life sciences data, these things, they are not hype. They do lot of groundwork, and they do lot of you can say heavy data science and data engineering work before they are coming to the public. So you can be assured that it is accurate, because this is matter of life and death. So healthcare has to be very accurate, and it has to go through a lot of testing and a lot of, you can say, iterations. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
go ahead.
uh, yeah. Arshad, as I told you, for healthcare and human related, and there are certain other aspects. So I want to add one of the participants here. She is Dr. Shaheen. She will introduce herself and just a little bit of her. She is working on human and other interactions among the community, and how the things are evolving, and what are our our needs. So I would like her to introduce herself, and then we can move on further for health related things. Yes, Dr. Shaheen.
Yeah, I've unmuted, so they can just unmute and speak. Let me.
Yeah, please.
They can
Hi,
unmute and
assalamu
speak.
alaikum, everyone.
Yes, walaikum salam. Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I think so. You can hear me all.
Yes, I can hear
Are you
you. We can
listening?
hear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we can listen.
Okay, thank you
Yeah.
so much for inviting me, and it's a very honor for me to being a part of your your session. And my name is basically Shaheen. I would like to prefer to speak in my own language in Urdu, if everybody can allow me, because most of people
It's
are
okay,
from
but
Pakistan and India.
not all of them
So I would prefer
understand
to
the
speak our.
Urdu. You can
They can
speak.
understand. It's okay. I can speak in.
Patrick
I
is
can carry on
there.
in English.
Patrick is there, and some other are there.
Yeah. Can you put the mic? Yeah, your voice is a little less. Can you just speak near the mic if possible?
Actually, now you can listen me.
Yes.
Now can you
Yes.
hear me? Huh? Like, okay. So, okay, basically, I'm from Pakistan, and as Mr. Amir knows me, that I'm from Pakistan, Islamabad, and I'm a family and relationship counselor. As you know, that people are facing so many issues, and especially in the families and individual as well. And sometimes we got stuck in our family issues and our mental issues and our spiritual issues. And everybody knows, and it's spreading all over the world, and especially in our Asian, they are especially facing these things. So I'm focusing on these problems, which is related to the families and speech, especially with the psychological and spiritual issues. And my name is Shaheen Akhtar, and I'm especially specialized in a relationship counselor. I'm expert in relationships. So I'm the chairperson of Binte Hawa Family Counseling and Training Institute, which was registered in 2019 in Pakistan, Islamabad. SACP, the Pakistani knows that the institution of SACP is a well-known institution in Pakistan. So I have many clients in Dubai and in all over the world who are consulting with me regarding their families issues, their spiritual issues, and mental issues. So today, Mr. Amir is my brother, and he's very honored and respectable for me. He invited me to join us our session and introduce yourself. Maybe someone need my help, and if you have some kind of questions, you some issues, you can discuss with me and you can ask questions. Thank you so much.
Welcome. So why I introduced Dr. Shaheen is, as she was mentioning, healthcare is a mature field, but there are challenges where IoT sensors and the technology reach is not there. Still, a human needs something from other humans. Technology plays the part, like she was available through the technology, but still there is something which we need to communicate with each other. Technology, we can use it, but it is a tool. It is not life. Life is our own. So we have to live the life. So technology can help assist. Technology can be assistant, like IoT sensors are our assistants. You can not make that IoT or AI is above our head. They are our childs. They are newborn. AI is newly born. AI needs to be mature in some time, but still we can use it. We can try to use, as I gave you some of the example, we can quote a list of example which are already there in agri-tech, in healthcare, in industrialization, where boilers, high temperature aluminum is being worked on. So we are building the houses and other things. So there are technology where we are placing. Even in the healthcare, if the ambulance is reporting to you in the nearest place, then the life can be saved. So there the technology plays the role. It's not like technology will play with us. We have to play with the technology. Like as I told you, I have been playing with the technology since 30 years, and it's not for replacing us, it's for assisting us. That's where Microsoft is saying we have co-pilots. It's not pilot, it's your assistant. You can train him just like AI, and we can move forward. So Arshad, I will move to the next question for Malik Umar.
Yeah.
So he is asking AI and ML based project. What is the criteria? Select infrastructure. How many GPU and CPU required for any ML and AI based project? Any calculation criteria? So I can give you a hint. Further, Rashid can guide you. It depends on what project you are going to do, what is your objective, and how much is the data size, how much processing you need. That is all coming from mathematical. It's not like simple that I will give you one Panadol, or I will give you one hint or one tip or one command and you can go ahead with it. So that needs a lot of calculation. So like GPU power, and you have to match with your data the CPU powers and other things. So that for that you have to deep dive. You have to sit with the doctors, with post doctors who are doing the research, who are doing the work behind it, and then you can project it. That's why technology is there. You cannot have at home your telco server, because suppose telco server is also a GPU, okay? So you cannot home it because you don't need it. So for that you have to see the need, what kind of data it is, where it is transported, what kind of processing you need. If like I'm using right now my laptop and presenting from the laptop, so I don't need the other GPU or CPU. But in case I'm using cloud and some other processing I need, so that's where we have to sit down and see the data. Further, Arshad, you can add to it, or I can move to the next.
Yeah, so initially you don't need so much GPUs to start working with these projects. You can use cloud-based systems that gives a lot of free tires, because it costs a lot of money. And unless you have a good project, like I think he's an RIT student because I can see the name. So you can do a project in a lot of free tires. So one of our partners is Single Store. They are giving free tire of around 600 plus $600 credit. Amazon is giving right now very less credits, but Google is giving some credits. So try to use these type of platforms. No need to buy and additional hardware to for running these projects. If you don't have the funding, and or else if you're a student or you're trying out new thing, that is my thought process, because there are a lot of cloud-based platforms where you can do, and you are not doing anything that is too you can say sensitive in data, that you need to have the data locally stored in your system and run it locally. And other than that, I think it is fine. You don't need, but if you need, you can, there are laptops, but more than laptops, I prefer you need to buy a desktop which has GPUs, which will become more, it is less, you can say it's more economical, and there you can do projects. But that is in the case where you cannot use cloud because of data restrictions. Yeah. Now,
Okay.
I think we have an interesting question from Vaji. I know if you can share this, it is fine, or if it is confidential, it is up to you.
I'll try to give overview, of course, as much as possible. He is asking, what is the tech stack a company? And what is the tech stack a company like do is using to handle millions of call transaction? So first question first. So tech stack is the OSI model, the stack, the OSI model, if you know it. It's starting from the physical layer. We have physical network infrastructure, then we have network layer, then this routing layer, then we have session and presentation, and then is application layer. So that's the stack we are handling. So is it like this, Vaji, or you want to have a different perspective, or I should move to the next part of it? Vaji, can you
So
unmute?
I think, yeah, you can unmute. I've removed the unmute one. Let me see. Yeah, you have removed the unmute. If you want to unmute, you
Thank
can
you.
do that.
Yeah, I need to ask the question. My question was more like what happens after the, all the OSI idea. I mean, like say everything, the call lands in your systems, right? And do infrastructure. And for example, you're calling handling millions of calls, and obviously there are other transactional data. Just wondering, with such huge bulk amount of data, right?
Okay,
IoT
okay.
devices, all sorts of things that are flowing into your system, out of your system. How do you guys manage to handle millions and billions of
Yeah, please,
key
please.
transactions? That's what
That's
I
very
was
nice
trying to ask.
and very to the point question, and that's what I was expecting. Let me try to answer in my capacity as much as possible, then we can talk on top of it. So
Thank you.
suppose it's always start with the one call. Vaji, you can keep unmute and discussing, okay?
Okay.
So it start with one call, okay? Let's start with one call. You are in the home, you are trying to call, okay? What happens is you are connected to the tower through the signal. Just giving you overview. You can stop me or you can ask me at that same point. So the tower is connected, many towers are connected to one concentrated hub, you can say. We call it base station, the tower, base station tower, which is connecting multiple tower. That base stations are many that are connecting to the mobile switching center. That MSC in short, to keep it, mobile switching center, MSC sees that whether you are calling Arshad in Dubai and you are also in Dubai, that's local call. So that is routed back, switch back to the place where Arshad is residing by seeing the database and searching for the that's called paging, that where Arshad is, and it could be located through the GPS signal. So in that way, it's a local call. Suppose you are calling somewhere overseas globally. Okay, so in that case, that goes to the gateway. Gateway decides the where you made call. Suppose you are making call, Arshad is making call to his home in India, and he wanted to talk to his relatives. So in that case, the gateway decides, okay, it's not for any other country than India. So the gateway decides, okay, this path I should send, and it goes to, suppose he is talking to maybe Bharti India, okay? So that goes to the Bharti India gateway, that Bharti India gateway sends to the switching center. Switching center sees that, okay, where is the B party located? The same process as local call, and that call is handed over there. So in this one call, so if you bundle them up, that's millions of calls, and the transaction happens like this. Yeah, please go ahead, Vaji.
Thank
I
you.
should go. Yeah.
I guess that answers the question. Thanks.
Okay. Going to your next part, is it PySpark over Linux, network data, PDP, etc.? Can you give some hardware insider? So can you just give me some hint for PySpark over Linux or network data, DBDK? Just give so I can also
Like for
increase
example,
my
for example,
increase my
when we
knowledge, increase my knowledge for PySpark,
yeah,
please.
let's not go into too many details. That's going to, I mean,
Just a tip
be
of
really
it. I will search
off topic.
Google. I'll go
Let me
Google,
put it
but
this way. So once I was working as a part of a network operations team, we were developing software over DPDP, which is a data platform development kit from Intel. So we had these huge racks of servers where this operating system was running, and we were handling network data like 10G, 20G data. So I was thinking maybe you also have something similar to that, but this is pretty
okay,
old.
I'll give you the example. From the
Yeah,
Linux, I can give you. You know, there is Asterix software in Linux. Maybe you
yeah,
know or not. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
So what Asterix is doing is a simulator a call, just like I'm talking to you. It's same. There's no difference. Okay. Just now I'm talking to you. The same concept is in telco. Okay. Only
I
thing is
see.
you are remote. Okay. You don't have
Okay.
laptop. You don't. You want to work on smaller. What is mobile? I can give you example. It's a small computer. Okay. If you go to history of computer, this is the computer. It was started at that time, but the shape on motherboard and things were such a huge, you cannot carry it. So that technology, as it started growing, it shrinked. Now you have a computer in your hand, the mobile. Okay, you can use softwares, you can use. So before that was Nokia, BlackBerry, and things like that. Okay, that's also computer. Okay, but and that's connected through wireless. That is what my project was 20 years back. I used I made a mobile remote physically. If you have, I would try to share you in the community of that picture. That was buttons even I made myself in my home. You can say through 3D printer or anything. I took a silicon chip. I used microcontrollers, each and everything I placed myself, and I communicated through wireless to the computer, and receiver was in the computer. I used the Visual C, C++, and other softwares which were present at that time, even now. So Java and other things, and I use assembly language and use the, not going in more on detail, but I use the hardware, you can say, what was the name of that? Hardware software that was related to, we have Wi-Fi, so its own software is there. One is operating system, one is hardware. Okay,
I
you
guess I
can
get
send
it. Yeah,
you,
I
yeah.
guess I get
So,
it. Yeah.
so I operated the Microsoft Windows player at that time. It was like a video player. So I play the play, pause, stop. I can take from the list. I can give him, okay, play the 10th song. So it would play. I will stop, move forward like this. So I use that remote. So if you take in perspective, now what you are doing, you are using the same way. Only thing is the receiver is somewhere in the cold place, somewhere in the data center, where less energy and more service to the community, and you are using all way around, like I gave you example at the start. So am I able to answer, or should I go further, or
No,
give
that's
you?
fine. Thank you. Thank you. It will take too much time of other people. So
Yeah.
that's
We can
that's
talk
good.
on top
Thank
of
you.
it one to one.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Stay connected. Yeah.
Thank you, Waji.
Yeah. Now is iPhone. I think. What are the agree one? Ashraf. Arshad.
The
Next
next
person.
question, yeah, the next
Yeah.
question I
Okay.
will tell you is from Waji. You
Ashraf.
answered. iPhone is how much
No.
data?
Ashraf.
Yeah,
He is
what are
asking
the
what are
agree
the,
ones?
yeah.
But
Ashraf, I can answer you. Like, suppose you want to sense the water, you want to sense the humidity in the field. So that's the agree. So in that case, you are sensing the data. You want to water, you can do it remotely at your office, at your home. You don't need to go in the sun. And if your plants don't need the water, you can stop it. If there is a rain, you can stop it. If there is any other thing you can do through video, robots, you can do it. That's the agree part. We can go more on detail if Arshad can unmute, or go. I should go ahead.
yeah, you can raise your hands if anyone wants to unmute. Please raise your hands. I think Srinath also wanted to ask some to talk
Okay,
about
we'll
something.
take it at the last.
Yeah,
Okay, I should skip. Means I should pause
the
here
next
and.
one. The next
Okay,
one.
iPhone asking how to know how much data we have at our company and assign specific GPU size. How to ensure how to assign GPU for future requirements.
So one
Yeah,
thing, Amir,
yeah.
people are confusing telco with GPU now. A lot
Uh,
of GPU
Arshad,
portions, processor.
it's your field.
No, it's fine. This is nothing not related to the
You have
telco.
to plan it. That's where you go to planning
Yeah.
department. You learn from it. Plan it. That's planning. You have to define the data set, data tables, data cleansing. What kind of data? What kind of processing? What results you want to achieve with that data? Just visualize it. Visualize your future. Then you can go ahead. And that needs a lot of mathematical work also on the table. Sitting down,
Yeah.
doing the paperwork. Okay, I should
No, but
move next. Malik, yeah, please go ahead, Arshad.
no, one thing, because this question is coming a lot from a lot of people, right? Like here, you don't need actually a GPU specifically to solve a simple business use case. Unless your data becomes big and you are running deep learning or neural networks, then you require GPUs, or else you can just not use normal processors to do a lot of your tasks. So start
Hmm.
small and then
Yeah,
take it
step
step
by
by step.
step. Yeah.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
Malik Umar is asking, do EDA verify the data quality? What is EDA? I have to Google it maybe. Malik
No, it
Umair?
is exploratory data analysis.
Okay.
I think
You
this is
can
a
better
comment.
answer.
This is a comment. This is not a question.
Okay,
Do
he is
it.
asking next exploratory data will help you if there is anomalies or outlier, go for imputation process. It's not related to telco. Please raise if you want to speak. Okay, yes.
So this is
Narendra is here. Yeah, please go ahead. Arshad?
so regarding Malik's question about yeah, EDA is very important in any project. Like we were having one hackathon, maybe Waji was also there in that hackathon. People did not do EDA and they started building the model. So EDA, irrespective, you need to do it. So there is not a question whether if you're it's a comment or a question. EDA is important for any project because anomalies, outliers are something that you need to deal with. And one more
Yes.
thing I just wanted to add, maybe if anomalies have to be not blindly removed if you're because anomalies or outliers may tell you a very specific point in your whole data story. So you need to be very careful in doing data cleaning. Don't just go by the books. Anything above 95% outlier, remove it. Look at it. Why is it happening? Is it a machine problem? Is it a situation problem? Is it a human entry problem? And then you make a call. Don't blindly like the Kaggle problems that we do, right? Kaggle's 95% percentile above delete, 80% missing delete. Don't do that. In real projects, data is very important. So that is why we spend 70 to 80% of our time in understanding the data, cleaning the data, and that is the where is the goal lies. Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead,
Yeah,
Amir.
Narendra is asking, could you recommend some technical books and resources to build our domain knowledge in this area? Yeah, of course, Narendra, you can get in touch with me. We can discuss on this, and there are multiple books. So I will like to know which area or which means in general where you want to focus. I can do it. Even I can help you because I am also teacher and coach, and I can help you. Yeah, please. Next, Arshaf is asking, any smart manufacturing you working on? Ashraf, smart manufacturing, what do you mean by that? Ashraf, can you unmute? Ashraf, there?
Hello.
Yeah, Ashraf, please.
Yeah,
Assalamu alaikum.
Islam. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, the smart manufacturing, you see now when 5G comes, right?
Yeah.
This telecom, ICT,
5G is there, already
yeah,
there.
telecom,
Yeah,
ICT and industrial IoT together, right? IoT together, connecting. There are a lot of smart factories and smart manufacturings are coming up in other part of the world.
Okay.
So do we have anything in UAE is what my question is.
Yeah, it's there. We are, as I gave you example, starting from home to industry, and we are working. Like I gave you example of agri-tech. 2 weeks back, we had a contract, and agri-tech technologies are in place with the sister companies. I can give you references. We can talk on top of it, and other industries already in touch. And it's a journey. It's not one day that you or you open your eyes and everything will be there. It's a journey. So it's already on path. Now they're working on industrialization for 5.0. So the statement I gave you first was 2031 target to generate the money, which was I think 300 billion, and that is how things are moving. This is by the government. Of course, all the companies and all the stakeholders in the under the government, including private and government, are working on it. Is it okay, or Ashraf, I have to go deep?
Yeah, it is good, and just want to, because we have a startup now in Sharjah. We are
Okay,
actually
nice.
looking at the smart cities, smart
Yeah.
manufacturing, and
So
smart
Siemens
industries.
is there, na? Siemens is there. Siemens,
Siemens is, yeah, they are providing our
I
they are providing the
I
equipments
worked
for
in
us.
Siemens 10 years. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, please ask.
Yeah, so actually what I was trying is like partnering with these telecom companies and other people, to have this type of smart factories, smart city initiatives, and then we are actually trying to build some of the items. And then I already connected some people.
Okay.
We are working on it. So I just asking, but I didn't do a survey on it. If any.
It's okay. It's okay. But we are already working, and we have the roadmap, and the journey already started, and everyone can board on the bus, board out of the bus, board in, board out.
And you are into ICT side, or are you?
I am part of ICT, part of it, small part, very tiny.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
We'll connect. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure. For AI project, Malik Umair Hassan. Okay, AI again. Collab, Srinath.
Srinath, you want to unmute and speak? Srinath.
Okay, Narendra is joining. Good. Yeah, please go ahead. Srinath, yeah, please.
It's I think somebody asked about like where to use especially GPUs and all. I think Google Colab is actually a great source.
Okay.
You get a monthly charge of $10, and then you get 100 credits where you can use it for training your models, whether it's AI models, machine learning models, or anything. So it's a great source if you don't have introduction to AWS or GCP platforms, but you usually want to work on some Jupyter notebooks and then train your models. So it's
Can you
easy.
repeat, Srinath, the name again? So, or you can type it on the chat so that. What is the name of that again?
COLAB, Google Colab.
Google Colab. Yes, that is one thing that we also recommend. It's a good starting point. Yes, for a very less price.
Yeah, I was also saying we use telecom data for actually identifying the visitors. This is to understand where they're spending time, how much time they're spending, and where they're coming.
So actually, just a background, Srinath. So Srinath is from Abu Dhabi tourism, and that's why he is sharing how he uses telecom data as well for a lot of analysis.
Yeah, that's another use case. Nice case. So like you have given example yourself, everyone is using, like you are using a road, you are using a taxi, you are using the tram, you are using the metro. What is it? It's infrastructure. So that's same like telco. So every industry is using it. That's one of the example, nice example. And use cases depends. Google is using for giving the directions, and some other things in Google Maps, and other apps doing different things. So it's like this, and everyone collective effort and collective benefit for the benefit of good for all. So our vision is add life to life.
So I will just give one more example. When I was working for a project in Nakheel, so for Nakheel malls, they also they have a lot of Wi-Fi signals. So when you go to Nakheel, you connect on, or any mall in UAE, you connect to their Wi-Fi network, or you use their Wi-Fi. Why they give the Wi-Fi for free? And that's a big reason, because they collect a lot of data points of you, where you are going, what are the hotspots. That is the reason why they give you free Wi-Fi, and you connect on the network. And not even if you not even connect to the network, even if you use normal internet from DU or Etisalat, those data points also are captured by IoT devices, and we do a heat map analysis of which is the exit, which is the entry where people are coming, what is the route map, and according to that we understand which stores can be more potential footfalls, and accordingly we increase the rents, and we do a rent prediction analysis. So there is a lot of use cases, and this is a very simple use case.
I want to add here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cisco is taking the floor plans of every building, and they are because everywhere it's their router switches, and anyone new comes or anyone want to go meeting, they will direct you to the correct meeting room with the correct left and right. And because inside buildings you have the signals and other limitations, so they are using it like this. So as Arshad mentioned, this is the Wi-Fi provided malls is as per directive from the government. So it's a bigger cause. It's not for by the company, like you are using metro by the RTA, but it is directive under the highness.
Yeah. So yeah, we will take more questions. See, I think Amir, you're okay to take the questions because we
Yeah,
are
it's
over
okay.
time. We'll just try to finish
I will quickly
the
go through it.
questions.
I'll
So
not
Srinath,
take.
yeah, thanks for your inputs. Yeah, we will go to the next one.
iPhone asking what is Edge AI? Edge AI, as I give you example, is like sensing your temperature once you enter the hospital. Srinath asking, we can use telecom to identify tourists where they are sending time, what they are visiting, their organization. Yeah, that's a use case. Now, like you have iPhone, so you are using many apps. So iPhone has given, develop the app, use it. That's okay. Then Srinath asking, Google Collar is a great sport at very low cost. Okay, that's nice. We are moving to the zero cost. And so that's good. How do we move to the zero cost? So how do manufacture, Patrick asking, how do we persuade manufacturers to take industrialization for 80% of the factories have no data gathering or real-time view, what is happening? What is the business use case to make the switch? Patrick, as I mentioned in the first slide, it's from the government, and this is they are expecting in 2031 the revenue. So they are already doing the different motivations, the campaigns, what benefit they will get, what will be the use cases, how can they use it, and things are already moving. The journey is started. People are boarding in, boarding out, coming in, coming out, transiting. So it's already there. So persuading manufacturers to take on industrial manufacturer already there, like Siemens. Siemens is doing a great work, and other manufacturers also there. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, so I think my point was I did some work with a company a couple of years ago, and we were using vendors from Germany who were doing this industrialization for, and we were trying to persuade companies in the UAE to take it on. And it was very, very hard. People didn't want to spend the money; they could see the benefit. And you're right. I know there are one of my colleagues. I don't work with this company anymore, but one of my ex-colleagues now works for another company here that's participating with a program from the Abu Dhabi government to try and persuade companies to take on industrial for not just with government incentives like you know marketing investments and
Yeah.
testing different and
Oh, okay.
even for golden visas for those companies who take it on, they're trying to as what you were saying, that the government is definitely trying to promote. But when you're there we were there with this vendor, we were presenting to multiple factories. In fact, we used two different vendors, both from Germany, because Germany is the world leader in this kind of tech, as far as I know. And it was quite impressive because 80% of factories don't have this technology. Most of them are using legacy lathes and drilling equipment and cutting tools, and there's no way of reading the data, right? So what this vendors have done, they built devices to measure the current through the machine. They built devices to measure the rotational speed of the lathe, and you could just plug these literally over it from the vibrations and the electrical current. They could get data of when that machine was running, how fast it was running, how effective, and then they would gather all that data using a Wi-Fi or a radio connection. Obviously, host that data on the cloud and then have a real-time interface.
I understood.
So my point is
this 80% is from Germany or somewhere else?
No. Worldwide, 80% of factories around the world do not have.
So if I take example of Germany, how much is the percent? If I take out,
it's just if you buy a new machine in a factory today, it's likely to be connected, right? Because new technology. But most factories have machines from 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, and they're not connected. You can't get data from them via the computer. Yeah, they're manually operated. So these companies
I got you.
have built devices that you can clip over the machine to to
So
then.
if I ask you how
Yeah.
much percent is the factories in Germany using the same thing, same technologies?
It's the same problem all around the world. I mean, Germany is
Okay,
probably.
okay. My thought, you want
Yeah.
my thought. Okay, I can give you
Yeah.
my thinking. That's more of the pre-sales or more of the convincing the other party.
Yeah.
Or I can give you as a pre-sales engineer, I can tell you that like suppose you are going with the marketing and sales and you are trying to show them the use cases for the technology and other things. Suppose let's say one example here in Dubai. Okay, we are working on smart infrastructure, smart building, sustainable living. Okay, so metro is also there. People are still using the cars, so you cannot omit the old car with the new car or like this. But at the same time, like EVs came, so 50% here are now not 80%, 50% cars are Tesla or EVs. Okay, so it's jumped to 80. Now people have known, okay, there is only like 50 dirham I have to pay full month and I can enjoy the EV, no line, nothing, no mess, nothing. Okay, so like I worked in autonomous cars, they were from the Orange, France, and RT was doing some testing and we were involved. So things are moving, but of course there are some drawbacks of the technology also. We should take that aspect also. If you have unmature and pre-born baby, nobody is going to accept. Secondly, you have to convince the industry, like a government is expecting, so government will attain it through the different vendors. Like Siemens is everywhere in the smart infrastructure, where they are providing havoc, they are providing the sensors, they're taking the fire precautions. Everyone needs fire precautions, so the latest they are, the more safe they are. So but they know that old building cannot be demolished, and they are generating, suppose they are generating less amount of revenue, so they have budget limitation. But above all, you have to show them how beneficial it is, how will it save the data. Like I gave you example of EV, and one aspect of industrialization is that the industries are supporting latest, but they are not supporting the old ones. So the industries should take care of specific need, what is current, and the baseline, and they should move to the next gradually. Like we moved from 1G to 2G to 3G to 4G, now 5G, and we are moving to 6G, and people are adopting as per their needs. You cannot force them, you can inform them. And there are multiple channels, engineering channels, pre-sales channels, sales channels, marketing channels, but use it wisely and in a good manner, so that other party is convinced and how comfortable he is. That's my feedback.
Great, thanks very much. I mean, I'm sure it's inevitable eventually. Everybody's going to have to move in this direction, but as you say, it takes time to change.
Yeah, and everyone wants zero cost. Everyone wants zero cost. So there are different models. We can talk on top of it. What is zero cost model? How can we adopt it? And seeing that, because upfront is the issue, and everyone wants prompt. That's not the correct way. So there are zero cost models, and if you want to move with the client with long run. So I should move to the next question.
Thank you.
Issue. Yeah, welcome. Do you have ICT framework that do provides? Ashraf, I answered it, I think. OSS, BSS stack. Ashraf is asking. So stacks are many. We can talk on it. This is a detailed discussion. Billing stack or other stacks are there. We can talk of it. And there are multiple standards there. Of course, we are following the standards. Patrick, again, I need to take leadership role in this. I need to explain the manufacturer. Okay, we have answered most of it. Okay, I have a bit work on this. The past I have old colleague was doing now. Okay, next, Arshad. Thanks, Patrick. Sir, Navinder, find the cause for the outliers. Can you please explain the detail? Arshad answered. That's all right, Arshad?
Yes, I think 1 second. Yeah, their questions are done. there is something. So we will try to answer questions that is related to today's talk. There are some questions coming about different topics, like Narendra, you can connect offline. But other than that, Malik is asking, is it possible you can arrange one meetup for financial and asset management? So everyone in this community, this is not only my initiative. I request people, like I had requested Amir, he is an expert in telco, to come and share his perspective of telco industry. And if you have anyone in mind, because this is my outreach, everyone I talk to, I request them, please come. And it takes a lot of convincing. I have been talking to Amir for almost 6 months, Amir.
Yeah, of course. Actually, it needs a preparation. Of course,
yes.
I have to sync with the community, what people are thinking, what I should present. I should not be jargon junking or here and there putting the data from here. I should be convincible. I should be reasonable. I should give the proper insight, like Patrick was asking sales and something. If I have no clue, or I should not answer it, or I should take time, or I should ask him that forgive my knowledge, or like this. So that's things keep following. But I was following the community.
So personally, this is my outreach, Malik. If you know someone, let me know. The problem is there are a lot of people who want to come and do sales pitch about their product. I don't want to do that in this community. If you see, we don't do much of sales pitch. We don't want a company to just come and talk about their product. Here it is more about a domain, like today Amir came and shared about the telecom domain. We want to get thought leaders who want to share their knowledge, right? Who believe in mentorship, who believe in teaching, who believe in giving their knowledge and thoughts, and not just selling their product or their specific tool. So that's why we are
Uvan
very
is
selective.
asking something. Telecom experience 21 years, infrastructure ICT. Uvan?
Uvan is, I think he's giving his comment. He has 21 years experience.
Okay, we can talk on it. Actually, then we some things are personal talks. No? You cannot be public, or you cannot go live, or you cannot keep talking and discussing. Others get demotivated.
Sure. Is there any other question related to this topic? If else, we can, I think, wind up.
Yeah, please. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So that's any closing thoughts? Any closing thoughts that you have, Amir, before we end today's talk?
Yeah, actually, I want to share something for the future, which we were worried, most of us. First of all, don't worry. A creator has a better plan than us. And secondly, he has been giving you each and every shelter, food, everything from his own highness. So as far as the career future and other things are concerned, things are now synced. Everywhere you can see the ports, data is synchronizing. And then it's just like honey bees collecting the honey. Then there will be ripening period, which you can ripen, and then you can use it. So you have to be part of the journey, and as you are already, and you should be hopeful, with full of mind, and full of good thoughts, and connect to each other where your liking meets, discuss each other, and that will give you some of the clues where to move further. And of course, the future is bright, but as far as my thinking is, the evergreen revolution is coming, which is after the industrialization, is agriculture. So that's my thinking, where everyone should focus, because we are all dependent on the food. So without our fuel, the food, and for that we have to work on honeybees. So that's the thing. We can talk on top of it, but with positive and good thoughts and good wishes, I should say goodbye for the current session, and we can move on with our life.
So yeah, before you leave, Amir, many people have asked about your LinkedIn profile. I have pasted your LinkedIn profile.
Welcome, no problem.
And people can get in touch if you want to take this conversation further. But I personally would really like to thank from the community to Engineer Amir, and to share his knowledge on a Sunday afternoon, to take out the time and prepare for this. and looking forward for more such things. And I think Amir has initially he is part of our AI Guild community since our starting days. So he believed in the concept of AI Guild, what we are trying to do initially, and thanks a lot for that personally. And looking forward for everyone's engagement in the community, and have a great evening, everyone.
Yeah, I learned a lot from Ashraf and the community. I should thank that. Thank you so much. Take care.
Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. Bye. See you. Bye.